Here's what helped make me successful and become an executive by age 36 while also having 5 kids. If you're a 20 something or a 30 something and maybe you're working and you're thinking, do I want to have kids? Or maybe you even have a young family and you're worried about career, mom life, can I do it all? I'm here to tell you that yes, you can. Here are some things that have made an impact on my success over the years. I'm sharing it with you today in hopes that it can allow you to have the success that you'd like, whether that's having a career in a corporate world like I am, or starting their own business or side hustle as a mom, or simply feeling like you can do whatever it is that you want to do in your life, whether that's career related or not. If you've never seen me before, I'm Annie. I'm a mom of 5 kids, ages 5 months through 8 years old. I'm also an executive at a large med tech corporation. So I live the epitome of corporate life and mom life, trying to balance a very demanding career with being a mom of 5 young kids. Career advice number 1, it's really important that you recognize that branding matters. And no, I'm not talking about all of your favorite clothing brands or jewelry. I'm talking about your own personal brand and how you show up at work. Building a personal brand can be something that sets you apart in every area of your work and personal life. It's so important no matter where you are in your career journey. In the world of virtual meetings and AI and the world in which we live today, personal brand matters more than ever. My strong personal brand at work is what has helped me succeed to get me to where I am now, to get promoted 3 times while pregnant, and now be at age 36, a mom of 5 young kids and an executive. How you show up at work impacts how you feel about yourself. For me, every single day I get up, I get dressed, I put on a professional outfit, and that is a part of my personal brand. Even on days when I'm in my home office and I'm only on video all day and I'm not going out to see people, I still get dressed. I put on a professional outfit. I usually even have a jacket on over a silk blouse. I have a professional image every single day. And I think that is so important to the success that I've had from a career standpoint. Who are you when you show up at work? Who do you want to be? For me, I want to be known as someone who is professional, poised, competent, and confident. That is the professional brand that I want to have. I can't want to have that brand and then show up in a hoodie with no makeup on and my hair pulled back in a messy ponytail to work. That's simply not going to work. So whether you work virtually, whether you have to report to work in person, or whether you don't work at all and you're a mom and you're home with your kids most of the days, keep in mind that your brand is not just about how you look on the outside, it's about how you feel on the inside about yourself and what that projects about you. For me, connecting that inside with the outside means that I'm getting up every day, I'm taking care of myself. I've developed a very quick get ready routine because I have 5 children and I don't have time to be spending 2 hours every day getting ready. So it's quick, but it does the job and it allows me to show up every single day at work with a very professional image that has helped over the years build into a very strong brand where I am seen as someone who is competent, professional, and always prepared to take on whatever challenge we're facing that day. So think about the personal brand that you want to achieve, no matter what your career is, or your job, or your situation in life, and ask yourself the tough question, are my habits aligned with that personal brand that I want to project to the world and to myself? Think about that question for a while, because it's really important. Career advice number 2 to my younger self. This is something I actually did really well, which I think is part of the reason why I am where I am today career-wise, because I assembled a very strong and effective network. No, I don't necessarily mean reaching out to random people on LinkedIn and trying to network or going to these awkward networking events. What I'm talking about is a strong network of sponsors, mentors, coaches, and a personal board of directors. Now, I'm going to record a video talking more in depth about each of these. Just know that assembling this network around you is incredibly important for a number of reasons. First of all, it helps you get better at the current role that you're in. Mentors and coaches can really help give you that feedback, guidance, and coaching to help you improve within your current role. Sponsors are absolutely critical. A sponsor is somebody that has higher influence than you within an organization that is willing to speak up on your behalf in a closed door conversation about whether you are the right candidate for a role, opportunity, or project. Sponsors are incredibly important to success in certainly the corporate world, but also any type of work setting. And lastly, a personal board of directors. This is a mix of individuals, some from your personal life, some from your professional life, may or may not be at the same company that you're at, but they're people that really care about you as a person, that want to see your success in any form that it takes. So, for example, on my personal board of directors is, of course, my husband. It's my sister, who is a very close friend of mine, but also someone who's very successful in her professional life. And then I've got a few colleagues slash friends from over the years, many of whom are not currently at the company I work for. Some are even in different industries, but they're people that can help me navigate major career and life decisions when they come up. They're people that I trust to care about me more so than they care about any job or company or success. So it's important to have those types of people on your personal board of directors. Building out that network effectively, especially early in your career, is so helpful because it gives you a leg up when you're looking for your next opportunity. It helps others at the organization know that you exist and that you're ready for the next job opportunity. It helps you land that dream job when you're ready for it and when it's available to you. And importantly, it helps you make really good decisions about career navigation, because if you do all of this right, you are going to be highly sought after for the skills, experience, and perspective that you bring to whatever role it is. And you're going to need people to help you decide if a certain opportunity is the right one for you. So work on building out that network. Number 3, learn the ins and outs of presentation skills. I am so convinced right now that having strong presentation skills is becoming a lost art. I've noticed that presentation skills have declined even over the last couple of years, probably starting around the COVID time period. Being able to speak eloquently is incredibly important, and it can really set you apart. And now, if you're thinking to yourself, I don't need to present for my job, make no mistake about it. Whether you are in a formal front of the room presentation to hundreds of people or in a small internal meeting with 2 or 3 colleagues, presentation skills come in handy. It's about how you make eye contact. It's about how you strategically pause. It's about how you put your thoughts and message together to provide a compelling background, compelling actions, and to influence others. Presentation skills are so important. There are a lot of different places to learn presentation skills. I've personally taken a couple of courses through my company. There's also some great resources online. I'll probably do a video at some point about presentation skills. I think especially for young women, it is so important that you are comfortable presenting in front of a room. It says a lot and it can contribute to a positive personal brand that will serve you well in your career. Tip number 4, recognize that you are always interviewing. This is an interesting one, and some people might not agree with me, but I mentally, throughout my early career especially, have approached every scenario as a potential interview. What does that mean? That means I'm always bringing my A game. Every single email that I write and send, even if it's internal, might be someone's first impression of me. Do I have good punctuation? Did I take the time to have a well thought out approach? As you go beyond email into internal meetings, whether virtual or in person, every chance that you have to speak with someone internally can be seen as an interview. They are subconsciously assessing you. And now that I'm further along in my career, someone I've met with in the past is now applying for a job on my team. I am drawing back on those prior experiences that I had with them. It's all about those connections that you make with people and people's impressions of you. So what does this mean for you? This means that you should, as much as possible, bring your A game. Always double check emails, make sure that they have great punctuation, make sure that they're not overly emotional. Prepare for every meeting. Make sure that you understand what the purpose of the meeting is, what role you are to play, and be prepared for that role to not only meet the expectations, but also to exceed them. Recognize that others can be watching you. And whether you want to climb up the corporate ladder or not, which I'm assuming some of you are at least somewhat interested in that based on the fact you're still watching this video, understanding that is important. Thankfully, because I had such rigorous focus on my own personal brand, that's been a strength of mine that has set me apart from others. There are people that remember me from my early days, like 14 years ago, that still remember me. And lastly, a tip to my younger self: Do the things that nobody else does, the simple things that nobody else does. No, I'm not saying work 60-hour weeks or 70-hour weeks or 80-hour weeks. Absolutely not. I certainly don't do that. I never have, and I never will. What I'm talking about are the simple day-to-day things, just that little extra second or two to do things that can set you apart. If you have a meeting, send that follow-up message, send that thank you note, reach out to a colleague or someone you work with or a leader within your company with a genuine curiosity-based question. Show interest in others. Be a good human being. These are small things that can make a big difference because, again, back to this idea of personal brand, people will remember you for the big things, but also for the little things. Are you someone that comes off as organized, diligent, good follow-up, someone that asks good questions? These are very simple things that you can fit into a 40-hour work week that can help set you apart from others who hustle through these tasks, don't understand that they're important. If you like this type of content, stick around. I talk a lot about working mom stuff here on this channel and balancing 5 kids and a demanding corporate career. If you like this video, you're gonna love this other video in which I talk about some productivity tips that help me every single day. See you in the next video.